James is a meeting leader in a company. James knows that meetings provide an opportunity to connect, brainstorm, and produce ideas. Unfortunately, many meetings are not organized well. That's why the productivity is low and it is a waste of time. Research in America has shown that 63% of meetings are conducted without a pre-planned agenda. Moreover, meeting participants consider 33% of meeting time as unproductive. Here you can see the most common complaints according to the same participants about meetings. James is a man in the company who tries to prevent all of these complaints by first focusing on what to do before a meeting, during a meeting, and after a meeting. So let's get started. What to do before a meeting? First of all, James asks himself whether or not a meeting is actually necessary. Sometimes you can contact each other via online media sources or solve the issue without getting together. Secondly, James is going to make sure that only the right people are invited. People who need too much information and do not give any input might slow down a meeting. Assigning delegates is a more appropriate solution. Furthermore, setting up an agenda beforehand helps James to estimate the time needed for the meeting. This also puts pressure on the chosen participants to handle each activity within time. Determining what type of meeting will be scheduled gives everyone a clear view what to expect from the meeting. Does James need feedback? Does James want to make decisions? Or does James want to provide everyone with important information? All these actions to be more productive and organized are the first step and tackles one of the most common complaints, as mentioned before, a poor preparation. This preparation would obviously be useless if the meeting itself is sloppy. So let's go further. What to do at the meeting itself? An important first step is timing. Like Lombardi said, early is on time is late. James then initiates the meeting by giving the outline of the meeting one more time. This prepares everyone to be ready for the meeting and to work through the agenda item by item. At a meeting, someone has to take notes, because this is important to save all information from the meeting and sharing results later. The note taker, as we say, keeps record of the generated ideas and the time spent during each item. James assigns a chairman. Therefore, James establishes some ground rules. All participants should agree to listen to one another. Everyone should have a chance to talk, and decisions are made by consensus. A chairman also keeps track if people begin unrelated discussions and reminds them of the objectives. The role of a chairman is important in tackling the common complaints of being disorganized or individuals dominating the meeting. James also keeps the meeting flowing by asking questions. Before wrapping up, he ensures that each decision has an action and is assigned to someone. James hereby tackles one of the last common complaints, being the lack of decisions made. At the end of the meeting, James then summarizes the contents so that everyone is clear about what has been covered and about the decisions made. What to do after the meeting? Once the meeting is finished, James gathers the notes and reproduces them into a clear summary of the meeting. Then he sends it to all participants. In this way, everyone knows exactly their responsibility, and James tackles the lack of published results. James also evaluates the progress in his summary, and he schedules another meeting. To summarize, here you can see what you need to remember to organize an effective meeting. Thank you for watching. Now let's start your own meeting. Good luck!
Created using Powtoon.